Good evening, everyone. It's a privilege to be with you tonight to say a few words about my friend and your honoree tonight, George Takei. As a pioneer of Asian American representation in the media, I'm fully aware that my own career is part and parcel of the trails he's blazed, boldly going where we didn't dare dream of going before. And that his character name of Mr. Sulu is named after an archipelago in the Philippines, and that connects us even before I was born. As Mr. Sulu, he was not a caricature, but an intelligent, well-spoken, and handsome member of the USS Enterprise crew, who happened to be Asian. Given how colorful the bridge of the Enterprise was, it seems Gene Roddenberry was a fan of diversity, equity, and inclusion before it even had a name. Our connection grew stronger when I was tapped to work on Allegiance, which told George's story and that of many other interned Japanese Americans on stage. He would tell us tales of chasing pollywogs by the crick and waving up to the prison guards in the towers as he thought they were lighting his way to the latrines at night. He spoke of his incarceration from the age of 5.5 to 8 years old, first at Rower Camp in Arkansas, then later at Tule Lake, of his post-internment disagreements and arguments with his father, of starting over from the bottom on Skid Row and working their way up. He spoke of resilience and strength. And speaking of strength, as if his storied past and heroic activism weren't evidence enough of his being an overwhelming force for good in the world, I had the great fortune of being his dressing room mate during an early workshop of Allegiance, and his six-pack abs told me everything I needed to know about his physical strength. I asked him, "George, how? And with his signature baritone, he's like, "Oh, I do my sit-ups every day." George's many decades of activism for social change, as well as LGBTQ plus rights, is exemplary. His passion for working to ensure that history remembers its past and his tireless pursuit for equity and equality are traits to which we all aspire. He embodies all the qualities one should possess to receive this honor in spades. I am happy to present the New York City Gay Men's Chorus Gary Miller Award to George Takei.
Thank you. Thank you. Imagine how I feel now, having been introduced by a legend. Thank you, Lea. You are so eloquent and so moving. I was touched just sitting there. And thank you for that great, glorious welcome. And thank you. I feel so grateful to everyone and everybody here. And certainly to the New York City Gay Men's Chorus for a brilliant, brilliant performance. This gift that you've given me is so memorable, and the kind of people that were on stage, talented, strong, impassioned, and joyful. I am so grateful. I feel really blessed. That last song that was sung by the New York City Gay Men's Choir, "Don't Fence Me In," is a song and the words that's deep in my heart. Because after the Second World War and the gates of the prison camp were thrown open, and we took the train back to Los Angeles from Tule Lake, the most militarized internment camp of them all. Also the biggest, most populated, over 18,000 people freed. And when we got back to Los Angeles, my father bought a tiny portable radio for us. And the first song I heard on that portable radio in Skid Row in Los Angeles was "Don't Fence Me In." We were released, we were free. And your singing, the members of the New York City Gay Men's Chorus, was a voice of freedom for me. That happened back in 1946 and is still profoundly moving to me. Thank you very much. Your voice, your talent, and your sincerity in the singing was truly moving. The voice of freedom, the voice of ideals, the voice of joy. That joy was brought back listening to you. So thank you very much. And Lea, thank you for, where is it?
I'm here.
The Gary Miller Award that Lea handed to me. I saw a hand holding this here.
Want me to take that from you, George?
Oh, thank you, yes. Thank you very much. I give it to you now. That is so meaningful because he was a pioneer as well. He started the New York City Gay Men's Choir. And what all of you have been doing, not just singing with them, but attending these fundraisers, supporting them, have spread the word. And now it's comfortable. There was a time when we felt it was adventurous and bold. Yes, it's still adventurous and bold, particularly now in the America that we're going into. But we feel much more confident, and we're struggling together in harmony, as the screen read. Each of us with our own diverse background, history, and our stories, our identity, coming together in harmony. Not in unison necessarily, because we have different backgrounds and different history. And I have a history of imprisonment unjustly, innocent people simply because of our race, because we happen to look like the people that bombed Pearl Harbor. But there's another kind of discrimination that prevented me from going into another kind of barbed wire fence. I made those barbed wire fences, invisible barbed wire fences that kept me imprisoned in my closet. I don't call it my closet. It was my mind. And I saw the sharp barbs of imprisonment in that invisible fence. I was closeted because I wanted to work. I passionately wanted to be an actor. And society was made up of those barbed wires. And over the years, because we sang together in unison, in joy, and in freedom, that those barbed wire fences disappeared. It happened for me after most of my adult life behind those invisible barbed wire fences. It happened in 2005 when unexpected advances were being made. Well, actually, in 2003, Massachusetts Supreme Court ruled for marriage equality. We were going to be equal. And then 3 years later in California, our California legislature, the people's representatives, the Assembly and the Senate, passed the marriage equality bill. It was a stunning moment. And Brad and I were watching television, but we knew that the bill needed one more signature, that of our governor, who campaigned for the office by saying, "I'm from Hollywood. I've worked with gays and lesbians. Some of my friends are gays and lesbians." And with those words, a few of our gay friends voted for him to be governor. And when this governor had the marriage equality bill land on his desk, he vetoed it. And that made me so angry. And I thought of how we got our freedom from real barbed wire fences because decent people campaigned for it. And I said, this indecent governor of ours named Schwarzenegger, he is going to be defeated. He's not going to be reelected. And we campaigned hard. And that's what got me active in the gay equality movement throughout those periods.
Great, you got to wrap it up.
And the voices I heard from the New York City Gay Men's Choir is part of what I remembered. And the song, "Don't Fence Me In." And so I stand before you grateful and appreciative, and to Lea for what she's been doing, to all of you for what you've been doing. Some I'm aware of and some I learned about. And we working together in harmony, singing with strong voices. And as you see, I came on stage with my cane, so I'm not the vigorous guy I used to be. I'm entering into a different phase of my life. But to all of you, and the young people that sang up here too, we look to you to keep up the momentum that we have, despite the kind of political climate that we have. And we will prevail. We will have true freedom. And thank you very much.
Oh, give me land, lots of land under starry skies above. Don't fence me in. Let me ride through the wide open country that I love. Don't fence me in. Let me be by myself in the evening breeze. Listen to the murmur of the cottonwood trees. Send me off forever, but I ask you please, don't fence me in. Just turn me loose, let me straddle my old saddle underneath the western sky. On my cayuse, let me wander over yonder till I see the mountains rise. I want to ride to the ridge where the west commences. Gaze at the moon till I lose my senses. Can't look at hobbles and I can't stand fences. Don't fence me in. Oh, don't fence me in. Just turn me loose, let me straddle my old saddle underneath the western skies. My cayuse, over yonder, wanders till the mountains rise. See how they rise. faces, can't look